Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Mac, bringing you guys a Q&A video here. You know we got the coffee. We got 10 or 11 great questions. I literally got like hundreds, guys. It was insane. And I'm just gonna read off the 10 most frequent ones that I got asked. So let's jump right into the video. All right, guys, so question number one, I'm gonna leave it here so you guys can read that as well. How do you deal with missing setups? This is from my boy Will. He's got two questions here back to back. So number one, how do I deal with missing setups? At first, guys, I used to get massive FOMO whenever I would miss setups, especially the ones when you're waiting all session long and it just swerves you. That actually happened to me twice this week. Both went to take profit. But I mean, I guess when you are trading a limit-based system and when you're trading with that much precision, it's a con, but it's also a massive pro. You just have to remind yourself that tomorrow's a new day, right? We're lucky enough that we get to do this every single day, and I'm super blessed and grateful that I am able to do this every day. And you just have to remind yourself that when you miss a setup, don't go chase it. Don't go chasing it with FOMO and stuff like that. Wait, and if it truly left without you, tomorrow's a new day, right? Go on with the rest of your day. And remember, we all started trading to have that freedom, right? When that opportunity closes, instead of chasing it, taking unnecessary losses because you're marrying the idea, just move on, wake up the next day ready to go, and a new opportunity will hopefully be there for you. Second question from Will is, what is my favorite hobby outside of work? Well, as you guys know from watching my journey to a Forex trader video, I used to play hockey all the time, so that was my main hobby outside of work, trading and stuff, but I haven't done that in a long time. Now I would say it's the gym. I'm trying to get in the best shape possible. Whenever I'm working out every single day, I feel amazing. My mental clarity is amazing, and I just feel great. And I've talked about that obviously in the morning routine video, but I just feel amazing. And I notice a big difference when I'm not working out. So for me, it's not only just like a physical thing, it helps me mentally, helps keep anxiety away, and it just keeps me in my best possible form. And I love the whole aspect of the gym that you can't cheat yourself, you know what I mean? And there's no one holding you back. What you put in is what you get. And that's what I love about trading as well. It's one of those careers, it's one of those things that you get what you put in. If you mess around with it and you're not taking it seriously, you're gonna get humbled, right? You're not gonna make the progress that you wanted to make. Whereas if you're putting 100% effort into it, the gym, trading, entrepreneurship, whatever it may be, when you're putting 100% into something, you're actually gonna see 100% of the results, right? So that's how I like to take the gym, right? So I would say, Will, it's my favorite hobby for sure, working out. I used to be such a skinny kid and stuff like that, so I'm trying to get big and hopefully look like Arnold Schwarzenegger one day. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm already bigger than him. I'm just kidding, yeah. Yeah, so hope that answers your question, Will. Number three, this is a trading question. Why my order block doesn't work most of the time? I'm gonna leave that right here. So if you're trading like supply demand order blocks, a big issue that I used to have when I first started trading that style and that strategy is I used to think that every down candle before a move was an order block, or every up candle vice versa, whatever it may be. There has to be context behind the order block that you're using. I'll just give you three off the top of my head. Three big ones that I look for is, did this order block sweep liquidity to the left before causing a move? Did this order block then go and cause an imbalance, right? Did it cause an imbalance in price from this area? And number three, is this order block, does this make sense, right? You have to ask yourself, does this make sense? Did it come out of here very corrective, or did it come out of that order block strong, right? These are all things that you have to take in consideration, and it's just a point of interest at the end of the day, right? We don't know what order block is gonna hold, but those are three criteria that I personally use that lets me determine what order block I think I'm going to use, whatever it may be, supply demand. Question number four, guys, gonna leave it right here. At what point did you feel confident leaving your job? So this one was a big one for me because obviously I know a lot of you guys who still have your 9-to-5 jobs and you're working towards becoming a full-time trader, you're working towards making it your career and leaving that chapter behind. I know you're antsy and I know you're frustrated and I know you can't wait for that moment to come. But at what point did I feel confident leaving my job? I was actually making more money trading literally small lots than I was per day at my old job. So when that started to happen, it started to become more real for me. I would say there have to be other puzzle pieces in play for you before you leave your job. A big one for me, I got advice from my buddy Michael Bamber, so shout out Mike. He, when I told him that I wanted to go full-time, he told me make sure you have between 4 or 5 months of savings under your belt. That way you're not jumping in with no savings. A lot of people forget about that, right? A lot of people think that when they go full-time trading, it's gonna be just stress-free. When you do make that jump, it's very, very stressful at the very beginning because you've left your comfort zone and now it's all on you, right? Now it's all on you. You now have all the time in the world to put towards your craft, which is just the most important thing ever in my opinion. But just be mindful that you have those savings for when you take that leap, right? It's very, very important in my opinion because it takes a lot of the stress away, right? Like if I were to go full-time trading and I had no savings, I would have been super, super stressed out. But that's my advice. That's the advice I give my students and stuff like that who want to go full-time, is make sure you have that safety net of savings behind you so you can make the process as easy as possible when you do it. So for me, it was a mix of my skill set. I wanted to leave months before I did, but I was just waiting for the perfect time. So obviously make sure you are, consistently getting it. Make sure that you have the safety net behind you, and make sure you're ready to go 100%, because I feel like there's only so much you can do towards a craft while you have that other thing taking your energy, if that makes sense. Like, even if you aren't 100% there, and say you're at 85% there, you feel it's never going to be that perfect time, but I promise you, when you do go full time, all that time you have now to put towards your craft is unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and it makes such a difference, because you got to think, I went from being able to put an hour and a half, 2 hours after work, and maybe time before work as well, obviously, to being able to put 8, 9, 10 hours a day into it, right? So you have to think your time in the market, the amount of time you're seeing setups, charts, learning, and everything like that only speeds up when you do make that full-time jump. So again, to summarize it again, have the savings, have the trust in your ability, and get ready to take that leap, because I promise you, you're never gonna regret it. All right, guys, question number 5, gonna leave it right here. Is there any other strategy or market you would like to conquer in the future? So this actually happened to me recently, not recently, but this year I would say I got shiny balled into adding something into my strategy that I did not need, just because the general public seemed to be really, really hyped up over it. I started to struggle and overcomplicate things, and my system before was so simple and I had been doing very, very well. But for some reason, because of just how humans are, I got so easily sidetracked and shiny balled into something else. And I've touched on this before, I think, but I did remove it, but now I've fully removed it, and I feel so good going into this quarter, guys, where I have my system, I have my strategy, and I'm living by it, and it's a very, very good one, and it does great, and it's just simple, and there's no overthinking, and I'm just grateful for it, and I'm happy to be home in a sense. Where I'm back to doing what I was doing when I was crushing it, and everything that happens this quarter, I can't wait to make a video, a yearly end review at the end of the year. But as for conquer another market, for right now, I'm just sticking to FX. I tried to play that dance with NASDAQ and indices, and it worked for a little bit, guys, but then I got spanked. I just couldn't handle the open every day. It was literally like trading a news event. I kept getting slipped on my FTMO all the time, where it would be like, instead of taking me out for my proper risk, it would like double it almost every single loss that I took at the open. And I'm okay with taking 2-3 losses in a row, but when you're taking 2-3 losses in a row and those are slipped bad each time, it puts you in a big hole mentally. So for right now, I'm just trading one pair, Euro USD. It's been my pair for the last 3 years, and I'm so grateful to be just trading this thing, because I just love the pair and how it moves, and I don't even want to know how many hours back testing it, how many hours collecting data. I have case studies on the pair from literally the beginning of the year until now of every single day. And I just feel really, really comfortable sticking to just FX right now. It's all I need. And just one pair, it's all I need. Question number 6, guys. What kept you disciplined after losing motivation? So as we know, motivation is a fleeting feeling. You can feel motivated when you watch a YouTube video. You can feel motivated when someone gets you hyped up. But ultimately that feeling fades away, and what you're left with is discipline. Are you disciplined, right? And I would take discipline over motivation every single day, because there's gonna be days where you wake up and you're just not motivated, right? People wanna say, I'm not motivated to do things. That's cool. So are the elite athletes, so are the professionals in every field. There's days you wake up and you just don't wanna do it. but it's being disciplined. So what kept me disciplined after losing motivation was my why. Having a why is the most important thing when you take on a career choice like trading or entrepreneurship or chasing a dream. Your why has to be super, super important, that life knocks you down when things are going against you. That why is there every single day keeping you moving forward, right? For me, my why was my mom, my family, my girlfriend, giving everyone around me a different life, making sure money wasn't an option anymore. And just, I'm very, very grateful that I chose the path that I did. And my why, just those people that I listed, it's helped me get through everything. And I know you traders watching this, like, trading beats you down. Trading beats you down emotionally till you're almost numb. And it's hard to keep going if you don't have that why. And I feel like it's impossible to keep going if all you're doing is chasing the money. For me, it's never been about the money, in the sense that it was more about helping my family, helping my girlfriend, getting that freedom. And obviously money is a byproduct of that. I feel like if you're just chasing the money, you're gonna lose motivation quick when you're losing the only thing you're chasing, right? So stay disciplined. I really enjoyed this question. Thank you for asking me, and I hope that helps. Have a big, important why. If you don't know your why, go lock yourself in a room and think to yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Journal it out and write it every single day. I write what I'm grateful for every day, like I've talked about a million times, and it has my why in that kind of sentence and stuff like that, so it always keeps me going. Question number 7, how does freedom feel like? It's funny you ask this, because I would like to say that I do have a lot of freedom. What you realize is when you have goals as big as I do, and you guys do, I'm not saying my goals are any bigger than anyone else's, but this is my point of view here. When I have goals as big as I do, there's no such thing as freedom right now. Like, I'm putting in so much effort every single day to get to where I want to be next, that it's not like I have the freedom to do careless things with my time. Time is of the essence. Time is a valuable currency that we don't know how much we have, but what we do know is we have 24 hours in each day, no matter who you are. So what I'm trying to do is focus on making those 24 hours count every single day that I am awake, and I'm putting them towards the task at hand that's going to get me to where I want to be. I have less freedom now working for myself than I had when I had my normal 9-to-5 job. But the difference is all these hours that I'm putting in are to help me. It's not to help my boss. It's not to help anyone else. It's the hours I'm putting in is to change my own life. The hours I put in helps me. And that's what I really, really love. There's a quote that I saw, and I thought it was absolutely perfect. An entrepreneur will work 16 hours a day to avoid working 8 hours a day for someone else. And I thought that was absolutely cool, because it is so, so true. And only you entrepreneurs are gonna be able to agree with that. I'm sure there's gonna be people that don't, and that's completely okay. Question number 8, guys. How many pairs did you trade during your successful challenge, so funding challenge? I only traded one. I only traded Euro USD. Like I said, that was my pair. I stumbled away from it into indices for that little experiment there that just didn't go well. And yeah, so I'm getting ready to go for more challenges here shortly. You guys know that by the end of next year, I want to have 7 figures in funding, and that will all be on EU. I love EU. I don't need to add any other pair. I only trade the first 2.5 hours of New York session anyway. So one pair for me is literally all I need. So yeah, it all depends on your trading plan though too, right? Like, if you like to trade multiple pairs, then trade multiple pairs. Don't change it just because of me. But what I found for myself was one pair was all I need to have the success that I needed, as well as give me the freedom to do what I wanted with my day. And I'm not super consumed with what 10 other pairs are doing. So I hope that helps. All right, guys. So question number 9, what was my biggest breakthrough moment? This is a tough question to ask, because I feel like if you were to ask anyone who is where they are right now, they can't identify what their biggest breakthrough moment was, because it was a series of compounded efforts towards being where they are now, if that makes sense. It's getting up every day when you're supposed to. It's working out every day when you're supposed to. It's putting in the work when you don't want to. It's back testing, it's forward testing, it's collecting data. It's finding the right trading strategy that works for you. You know what I mean? And it's about building the people around you, having the right network of people around you. it's tough for me to pinpoint one thing because there were so many things that I did to get to where I am now, and there's so many things I do every single day to get to where I want to be 6 months from now. So I would say it's a tough question to answer because compound, right? Compounding in anything is a spectacular thing, and when you make those little choices every single day to get to where you want to be, they add up over time to have big results, right? Small changes every single day lead up to big results, lead up to big changes, and that's why I like to say 1% better at the end of every video, because if you're 1% better every single day, that compounded over a series of days, you're going to be a completely different person. All right, guys, question number 10. We got 2 more here. What advice would you give to a newbie trader? Become a sponge. Don't listen to what anyone else thinks around you, because people are going to doubt you. People are going to say you can't do this. Trust me, I heard it by people very, very close to me. And guess what? I did do it. So just be careful where you are learning your information. If your parents don't trade successfully, do not listen to your parents about trading, right? It's pretty simple. Like, if people are slamming on you that don't trade or aren't doing what you're wanting to do, then why are you listening to them, right? So the advice I would give is be a sponge to information. YouTube is your best friend. Then I would say find a mentor that fits your personality and someone who can help you get there. Find one of those, because I feel like having a mentor really helps shave some time off of your journey. But YouTube is an amazing platform. So if you're just starting out, I would say there's no point having a mentor. I would say watch YouTube videos. There's a ton of free information on there. And then when you're ready to make the jump to a more serious level, I would say find a mentor, anyone who fits the criteria that you're looking for. And again, just be an open book to information and not listen to what anyone else has to say. The vision is yours, that's all that matters, and only listen to people who are where you want to be. Number 11, guys, this is the last question. What is my big dream? My big dream is to change 1 million lives. I want to change 1 million lives. I want to keep inspiring people. I want to keep motivating people to become better versions of themselves. That's what I absolutely love about this YouTube channel is the comments. You guys leave me such amazing comments about how much I've changed your life and stuff. And my Instagram too, I just hit 40,000 followers on there, at @themacgray_. The messages I get on there every single day are just absolutely amazing, and it makes me so happy. And you guys just make me want to continue to do this. I want to become a motivational speaker one day as well. I want to be on big stages such as Gary Vee, Patty Bet David, doing things that they are doing, because I truly believe I have a gift when it comes to speaking to people and relaying information in a way that everyone can understand. I really want to do that. So in the next few years, you guys are definitely going to be seeing me doing motivational speeches as well. And just, yeah, that's the dream, because I feel like if I can use my skills and I can use my strengths and help motivate people to become better versions of themselves, give them that little kick in the butt that they need, to me, that's a dream come true. And just living a life of service. My dream is to live a life of service and to help change lives. Change 1 million lives is something that I say to myself every single day. So that's my big dream. That's the end of this Q&A. And I appreciate you guys so much for whoever stayed to the end. Seriously, thank you so much. If you did, please drop a like and comment and subscribe if you're new. It means a world and it helps the algorithm send my videos out. And what do I say at the end of every single video, guys? Let's be 1% better every single day. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next week.